freedom to the slaves. Jeremiah 34. God's message to Jeremiah at the time: King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon mounted an all-out attack on Jerusalem and all the towns around it with his armies and allies and everyone that he could muster. I, God, the God of Israel, direct you to go and tell Zedekiah, king of Judah, this is God's message. Listen to me. I'm going to hand the city over to the king of Babylon, and he's going to burn it to the ground. And don't think you'll get away. You'll be captured and be his prisoner. You'll have a personal confrontation with the king of Babylon and be taken off with him, captive to Babylon. But listen, O Zedekiah, king of Judah, to the rest of God's message. You won't be killed. You'll die a peaceful death. They will honor you with funeral rites as they honored your ancestors, the kings who preceded you. They will properly mourn your death, weeping, Master, Master. This is a solemn promise, God's decree. The prophet Jeremiah gave this message to Zedekiah, king of Judah and Jerusalem, gave it to him word for word. It was at that very time that the king of Babylon was mounting his all-out attack on Jerusalem and whatever cities in Judah that were still standing. Only Lachish and Azekah, as it turned out, they were the only fortified cities left in Judah. God delivered a message to Jeremiah after King Zedekiah made a covenant with the people of Jerusalem to decree freedom to the slaves who were Hebrews, both men and women. The covenant stipulated that no one in Judah would own a fellow Jew as a slave. All the leaders of the people who had signed the covenant set free the slaves, men and women alike. But a little while later, they reneged on the covenant, broke their promise, and forced their former slaves to become slaves again. Then Jeremiah received this message from God. God, the God of Israel, says, I made a covenant with your ancestors when I delivered them out of their slavery in Egypt. At the time, I made it clear. At the end of 7 years, each of you must free any fellow Hebrew who has had to sell himself to you. After he has served 6 years, set him free. But your ancestors totally ignored me. And now you? What have you done? First, you turned back to the right way and did the right thing, decreeing freedom for your brothers and sisters. And you made it official in a solemn covenant in my temple. And then you turned right around and broke your word, making a mockery of both me and the covenant, and made them all slaves again. These men and women you had just set free, you forced them back into slavery. So here's what I, God, have to say. You have not obeyed me and set your brothers and sisters free. Here's what I am going to do. I am going to set you free. This is God's decree. Free to get killed in war or by disease or by starvation. I'll make you a spectacle of horror. People all over the world will take one look at you and shudder. Everyone who has violated my covenant, who didn't do what was solemnly promised in the covenant ceremony, when they split the young bull into two halves and walked between them. All those people that day who walked between the two halves of the bull, leaders of Judah and Jerusalem, palace officials, priests, and all the rest of the people, I'm handing the lot of them over to their enemies who are out to kill them. Their dead bodies will be carrion food for vultures and stray dogs. As for Zedekiah, king of Judah, and his palace staff, I'll also hand them over to their enemies who are out to kill them. The army of the king of Babylon has pulled back for a time, but not for long, because I'm going to issue orders that will bring them back to this city. They'll attack and take it and burn it to the ground. The surrounding cities of Judah will fare no better. I will turn them into ghost towns, unlivable and unlived in.